Hello, good morning students. See, welcome back to our e-learning session and this is your 8th lecture of accounts, chapter number 11, bank reconciliation statement. See, in our last session we complete illustration number 7, very twisted illustration, right? And I was giving you the homework of illustration question exercise question number 8 from the exercise. Okay, but some students ask me about the doubts in question number 7 and 8 of the exercise. That's why I am not doing that particular two sums on the board. I am just explaining you here which amount or which situation is debited and which situation is credited. You have to do that particular two sum in your homework by yourself. Just I am explaining you here that why this situation is debit and why this situation is credit. So please take the pencil and write down near the each and every situation. This situation is debit and this situation is credit in bank reconciliation statement, and afterwards we will discuss our next illustration. Okay, so here the question number 7. First of all, the question number 7. See the exercise question number 7. I am reading that first. Cash book of the Aditya shows bank balance of 9,000. Here bank balance as per cash book. So it's a debit balance. So here debit, write down debit rupees 9,000. First point, starting point of the sum. On 31st October 2017, which does not tally with the bank balance as per passbook, prepare Aditya's bank reconciliation statement from the information given below. Okay, so here the first one, checks of rupees 51,000 were deposited, out of which checks of rupees 41,000 were credited in the bank till 31st and 2017. So here 51,000 DC, check deposited but not credited by the bank. That's why we have to credit it. That's why the rule DC is applied. 51,000 check is deposited, but till the date only till the 31st October, here 41,000 is credited only. That's why the difference amount 10,000 is credited here. 10,000 is credited in question number 7. See, this one is the question number 7, exercise 11. Okay, this one is the first starting point, this one is the second, or you can say this one is the starting point and this one is first point. Okay, now the third one, bank has paid check of rupees 2,300 is drawn, that is check issued but not presented or not given to the creditor. That's why ID, DC ID, directly which amount? 2,300 debit. Directly 2,300 is debited because check issued but not presented. DC ID, I that means issued, D means debit, issued debit. Okay, so here the second point is over. Now the third point, bank has paid 1,700 for the insurance premium. Bank paid. That's why on behalf of the trader, bank paid any amount, that amount is debited by bank, so we have to credit it. Just do reverse, right? So if the bank paid any amount, then it is debited. That's why we have to credit the insurance premium amount, that is 1,700. Bank has paid 1,700 for the insurance premium through the electronic clearing service, which is not recorded in the cash book. Bank debited, that's why we have to credit in BRS. Okay. Fourth point, a customer has deposited directly 3,200. Whenever I told you customer deposited directly, that means here bank is credited. That's why customer deposited directly means debit always. Okay. So here fourth point, customer deposited directly, that is debited 3,200. See, don't write like this. Just I am explaining you here. Always you have to write in the whatever the format is given, you have to write like this also. Only particulars, debit and credit, and you have to write down all these things. I am here just explaining you this. That's why I am doing this. Don't write like this. This is not your sum. I am just explaining you here which one is debit, which one is credit. That's why I am like writing like this. Okay. So please don't write like this. Fifth point, bank charges recorded by bank. Okay, I am not writing here on the board now. Write down with the pencil near to the situation. Bank charges recorded by the bank 70. Bank charge is always debited. Okay, and it is recorded twice in a cash book by mistake. Here, bank charges in the cash book. Debit side, that is receipt side, and credit side, that is payment side. Bank charges, bank is debited. Okay, always, and we have to credit it, but we are recording 2 times here on the credit side. So here, what is the wrong one? This one is the wrong one. Right is right. This one is right and this one is wrong. Right is right on the right side. That's why right do is over. Now only wrong reverse. So you have to just debit 1 time that particular amount, and this is recorded in BRS. That's why in the 5th point, write down 70 rupees on which side? Debit side. Bank charges recorded by bank. Bank always debit. We have to credit it. We are credit, but 2 times we are crediting that amount. 1 time it's okay. Another time, that is 2nd time, it is wrong. Wrong, that is reverse. Reverse, that is debit. So you have to write down debit near to 5th point. 6th point, a check of rupees 7650 deposited with bank on 27th October is dishonored. Always dishonored credit. Always dishonored credit. That's why write down credit near to 6th point. 70, 5th point, 70 here debit. Now 6th point, 6750 credit. 7th point, check of rupees 4780 were drawn, out of which checks of rupees 1770 were presented into the bank on 2/11, that is 2nd November. 2nd November means after the bank reconciliation statement. So this check, the particular 1770 check, here we don't have to subtract the amount, 2 amount, because in this we are depositing this amount and up to the date, that is 31st October, here this amount is credited. That's why the remaining amount is we have to record in BRS. But in this case, in the question number, point number 7, 4780 check is drawn in issue, but 1770 it not presented. Okay, so directly 1770 not presented is given. That's why we don't have to subtract that amount. Just underline the amount 1770, and it is check issue but not presented. That's why debit ID. So debit, write down debit in the 7th point. 8th point, a check of rupees 1320 was deposited into the bank, but it is not recorded in the cash book. This check is not collected by bank till 31st October. What is that? Check deposited into the bank, not recorded in cash book, as well as up to the 31st October, here bank is also not recorded, not collected this check. That means not recorded at all. Not recorded in cash book, not recorded in passbook. So nullify the transaction. That's why don't record these transactions in BRS dash. Here these transactions is not recorded at all. That's why not recorded in BRS. Okay, so 8th point, dash, no credit, no debit, no amount, because it is recorded both the side, not recorded both the side. That's why. 9th point, Bank has credited rupees 130 for the interest and debited 60 for the bank charges in the passbook, which is not recorded in the cash book. See, directly it is clear that credited 130 and debited 60. So whatever done by the bank, we have to just do reverse. That's why please reverse it. What is the 130 is now debit in the ninth point, and 60 is credit again in the ninth point. So in the ninth point, you have to write down 2 points, 2 lines, 2 different situation. One for the bank interest and the second for the bank charges. Okay, bank interest, bank credited, that's why we have to debit it. Bank charges, bank debited, that's why we have to credit it. Okay, 9th point over. Now the 10th point. Total of receipt side of the cash book is overcast. Again, overcast. What is the rule? Undercast, same side. Overcast, opposite side. Right? Undercast means what? Undercast means same side. But here the overcast word is there. So overcast, opposite side. But here which side? Receipt side of the cash book. Receipt side means what? Debit side of the cash book total is overcast. And overcast means the opposite side. Opposite side, that means credit side. Overcast here, receipt side, that's why debit side. And debit side overcast, that's why credit side. Opposite side, that's. So here credited, that amount is credited by 900. Write down here to 10th point, credit. 900 is credited here. Now the 11th point. Bills receivable of rupees 1200 discounted with bank is dishonored. Again, whenever the amount is dishonored, whatever the dishonored word is there, we have to just remember that we have to credit that particular amount. But here only, not only bills receivable, but the extra charges, that is noting charges. Noting charges also included that. That's why not only 1200 but 1220 rupees. 1220 rupees we have to record on the credit side. So write down credit, and the amount is not 1200, not 20, including or both, that is 1220. 11th situation, the amount 1220 credit. And then now the last 12th point. Bills payable of rupees 700 maturing after 1 month was retired by the bank under the rebate of 30. Bank paid on behalf of us. Bills payable. Bills payable means we have to pay. And we have to pay, and we are paying. But not we are paying. Bank is pay on behalf of us 700, but the 30 rupees is rebate is there. That's why debit this rebate we have to just less that particular amount. So 670 rupees paid on behalf of us by the bank. Bank always, any amount paid, bank always debited. Any amount paid on behalf of us, bank always debited. That's why here 670. Rebate means minus. Discount means minus. Rebate means minus. That's why 700 minus 30, 670 debited by the bank. That's why we have to credit it. So write down in the 12th point 670 on the credit side. Okay, so now see the total, which side total is higher, debit side, credit side, both the side total you have to do that. Which side total is higher, you have to write down that total on both the side, find out the difference. And here if the starting point is bank balance as per cash book, so your ending point is as per passbook. First of all, now see the difference on which side, debit side or credit side. Write down here as per passbook in the end of the sum. You have to write down as per at the end of the sum. And difference on which side you have to find out. If it is debit side, then what? Then it is bank balance. Sorry, debit side, then it is bank overdraft. Or if it is credit side, then bank balance as per passbook. So first of all, write down as per passbook, then find out the difference, which side the difference is there. Write down here debit or credit. If debit, then write down here bank overdraft. If credit, then you have to write down your bank balance. Okay, so here your sum number 7 is over. Okay, so first of all, write down these, and then we will discuss about the exercise sum number 8, and then we will discuss our next illustration. So please write down these first. I'm giving you here 1 minute for that. Two sums are in a doubt, that is sum number 7 as well as sum number 8 are in doubts from your side. That's why I am just discussing that amount, that all the situations, discussing or explaining that all the situations, and near to the situation you have to just write down debit and credit, but you have to do the full sum by yourself in your exercise book. Okay, so this is just like illustration number 6 and 7. Okay, so here now question number 8 is just like illustration number 7, which is did by in our last session. Okay, so please, again, some twist point or twisted situation is given in this sum, just like illustration number 7. As if you see the video all the times very carefully, and then you have no doubts for that particular sum. But you have a doubt, that means here you are not seeing this video in a detailed manner or regularly, right? So please see this video, because this one is the last here for the last sum for this, and this is the last also video for that, because here we are completing these videos, we are completing this chapter, and here the main point is that you have to do all these sums by yourself, or you have to make the practice by yourself. Otherwise you will not get the full marks, and if you are not getting the full marks, then you will not able to do the 12th standard, because now in the next 1 or 2 months the 12th standard will start in the schools regularly. So please see this again. I am explaining you sum number 8. Prepare a bank reconciliation statement of the period for December 2017 from the information given below. See, I also given the information regarding these first 2-3 points in our last session. Okay, but here I am doing this full sum. All the situations I am again explain you, but right now I am just only recording. I'm not recording on the board. You just have to record debit or credit or amount. What is the amount you have to write down, that I am just explaining you. Okay, first point, here two balance is given. Two balance means what? 31st December as well as 1st December. We need the December month bank reconciliation statement. So December month bank reconciliation statement, for that we need the closing balance of December, not the opening balance of December. So here the closing balance of December is what? Bank overdraft as per cash book. That is the closing balance. And the opening balance, we have to ignore that. Always opening and closing two balance is given. We just have to concentrate on, in the bank reconciliation statement chapter, we just have to concentrate on the closing balance of the month. Okay. So here 710 bank overdraft as per cash book. That means what? Which side? Bank overdraft as per cash book. That is credit side. So write down credit CR. 710 CR. 261 ignore. Okay, now check deposited. Here the deposited, that's why record date in the cash book and record date in the passbook is given, right? So we have to just say that up to the 31st December, which check is deposited by the bank or credited by the bank is not recorded, but which checks are not recorded or not credited by the bank, that we have to record in bank reconciliation statement. Okay, so here the record date always, that means record date in the cash book is 15/12, 17/12, 27/12 and 30/12. Okay, and the amount is 2300, 7200, 4600 and 1500. That is recorded. See, this check is deposited into the bank. So at the time of deposit, we are recording in the cash book. That's why this date is cash book record date. Now bank date of the check credited in the passbook. That is bank record that check in the passbook. On which date? That is record date of passbook. First 18/12 recorded. Ignore that, because if record in the both the cash book as well as passbook, then just ignore whatever we have to record. What we have to record here, bank reconciliation statement, we have to record just only the one recorded amount not recorded in the second book. That is recorded in cash book, not recorded in passbook, or recorded in passbook, not recorded in cash book. That amount, that situation we have to record in bank reconciliation statement. Okay, so here in this situation, in this point, bank in this 18, 17 and 18 deposited on 17 and recorded on 18 in the passbook. So ignore that. Before 31st 12, whatever the checks are recorded, just ignore that. 17 same day, record date and credited amount both are same, so that is also ignore. But the last two, that is 4600 and 1500, is recorded in the month of January. Here we are doing the bank reconciliation statement of the month of December. That's why on the last day, that is on 31st December, we are doing this bank reconciliation statement. But this two check is deposited in the month of January, that is after bank reconciliation statement. So here that two checks must be recorded in BRS. So what is the amount? Make the total 4600 plus 1500. Here 4600 plus 1500. So the 6100. DC, check deposited but not credited. That's why here we have to credit that particular amount. 6100 is credited. Okay. So the second point, only this amount. Second point. Now the third point. Information of check drawn. Again, check issued. It is given here. First in the second point, check deposit is given. Now in this point, check issue is given. And whatever the check drawn, recorded in the cash book, first date given is the record date, and the second date given is the record date in the passbook. Okay, so record date in the cash book or issue date is 26/12, 28/12, 29/12 and 31st December. Okay, and the record date, or you can say present date in the passbook is 28/12. Before 31st December, ignore. 1st January, that is we have to record that amount. The amount is 8200, ignore. Now 9300, not recorded till 31st December, that's why recorded here in BRS. 7100, record on 31st 12. On the last day of the BRS or on the last day of the month also, we have to consider that here that amount is recorded. So that is also ignored. Before 31st December or on 31st December, whatever amount is issued or check is deposited or credited or presented by the bank, that means here it is recorded in the cash book as well as recorded in the passbook. So ignore that. Only that particular check which are not recorded till 31st December, or you can say recorded in the month of in the next month, that is in the month of January, that we have to record in BRS. The last day, last check 1300, again record on the 2nd January. That's why 1300 we have to record in the VRS. So total amount 10,600 DC, then now ID. That's why this amount is debited. Okay. So the second point, DC, check deposited but not credited. Third point, ID, check issued but not credited or presented. Right. Now the fourth point, again the twist is there. Interest of rupees 400 credited by bank. So in the first scenario we can say bank credit, that's why we have to debit. But the mistake, passbook is recorded on the payment side of the cash book by mistake. So here again, see that this one is the cash book. I am explaining you just here. This one is the debit side. You can say is the receipt side. This one is the payment side. So you can say it's a credit side. Okay. Bank credited that particular interest. We have to debit it. So we have to record on this side, debit side, 400 rupees. This one is the right. But by mistake, recorded on the payment side of the cash book, 400 we are recording, and this one is the wrong one. We are recording on this side. We have to record on this side, but we are recording on this side. So what is the rectification? By mistake, that means error is there. So what is the rectification of errors? What is the rule? See, I told you in the chapter number 7, journal proper, rectification of error. What is the rule for rectification of errors? Right do, wrong reverse. Right do, ये करना था, ये हुआ नहीं है, तो ये करो. Right? So right do, that is 400 debit side. We have to record on this side but not recording at all. We are recording on this side. That's why first of all do right. So record on the debit side and then do reverse. Reverse means again 400. Reverse credit means debit. Credit reverse means debit. So total 800 amount is debited. So the fourth point, interest of rupees 400 credited by bank, that is credited. That's why here bank credited, that's why we have to debit, but we have to doing the mistake. That's why we have to write down 800 rupees. Write down here fourth point, 800 rupees, that is double amount, and we have to record on the debit side. So 800 DR, that is the fourth point. Now the fifth point, bank has collected a dividend of rupees 360 on behalf of the Priyal, which is not recorded in the cash book. Bank collected dividend. So whatever amount collected by the bank on behalf of the trader, bank is credited and we have to debit it. So write down debit. Debit near to the fifth situation, 360 debit. Sixth point, bank has recorded interest on overdraft. Interest on overdraft is here expenses for the trader and income for the bank. Right? So whatever charge, see, bank interest overdraft is charged by the bank. Interest on overdraft is charged by the bank. That's why it is debited. Bank is debited that particular 120 rupees in the passbook. Always you have to know what bank is due. Right? Bank has recorded. Bank recorded on which side? Interest on bank overdraft, that is charges. Right? That is not interest given. That is not income for the trader. Right? Bank interest on bank overdraft, that is the charges and one type of charges, and that's why here bank is debit that amount, we have to credit it. That is the main thing. But this transaction is not recorded in the cash book. Bank charges, bank is debited, that's why we have to credit in the VRS. So write down credit. 6 point, bank overdraft interest, bank debited, that's why we have to credit in VRS. So credit 120. 7 point, sales made by check 2300 record by bank in the personal account of Priyal. That means what? See, check, sales made through check. So we are recording in the cash book, recorded in cash book, right? But recorded in passbook, no. it is recorded in the personal. See, the trader has two accounts in the particular bank. One is personal, her personal account, and the second is the business account. Right? Business account is there. Then we have to record. We are depositing that check, 2300 check in the business account. We have to record, or we have to write down that particular check, or we have to deposit that particular check in the which account? In the business account. But bank do what? Bank do this, credit this particular amount in our personal account. So the balance of cash book and the balance of business bank account is not telling. Okay, so first of all, what is the done by the us? That is, in the cash book we are depositing that check. That's why receipt side we are recording that. Right? Bank is not credited that particular check in our business account. Bank credited to our personal account. Doesn't matter, it is recorded in personal account, it is recorded, it is credited. But here we are just telling the tally the two balance bank balance of business bank account and the cash book. We have to just tally it, and this is the situation. This is the new situations here in which amount is credited but not credited in particular account. Whatever we need, whatever we are depositing. Okay, so here bank is not recorded. So here deposited but not credited. That's why DC, deposited but not credited by the bank. That's why here in the 7th point 2300 is credited. Sales made through check 2300 not recorded by bank, recorded in personal account. That means what? Not recorded in the business account, that is not recorded in the bank. That's why DC, deposited not credited, credit. Now the 8th point, bank has reversed bank charges of 380 on the request of the prior. See, whenever bank levied the charges, that bank is debited. Whenever bank levied the charges of bank charges, the bank is debit that particular amount in our passbook. But on the request of the owner, that is prior, here this amount is reversed. That's why bank is credit that amount. Reverse means credit. First, at the time of recording, at the time of the levied the charges, here bank is debit that amount. Now he reverse, bank is reversed. That's why bank credited that particular amount. So we have to what do? We have to just do reverse. Again, bank credited that amount, we have to debit it. So here bank has reversed the bank charges. Bank charges reverse means credited by the bank, right? Which is not recorded in the cash book. That's why we have to debit it. So the amount in the situation number 8, amount 380 is debit. Now the 9th situation, signature is forgotten in check drawn, check issued but not presented, signature mistake. Okay, so at the time of check issue we are recording in the cash book, but check bounce because not signed or not signed check, right? So bank given that particular check to the owner, right? Check is bounced. Okay, so here check is not presented till 31st December. So check issued but not presented. That's why debit. Debit the amount 2000. 9th point, debit the amount 2000. Bank has collected the bill of rupees 3000 sent to bank for collection and charges for 100 for the same. This transaction is not recorded in cash book. Bank has collected bill of rupees 3000 sent for bank collection. Okay, and this one is not recorded in the cash book. Here 3000 collected, so 3000 is credited by bank and 100 for the charges of that is debited by bank. So you can say 3000 minus 100, 2900 directly recorded, or you can say two entries also you can do here. 3001 is credited by bank, that's why we have to debit it. 100 charges is debited by bank, that's why we have to credit it. So 3000 bank credited, that's why debit in BRS. 100 bank debited, that's why credit in BRS. So 3000 BRS debit, 100 BRS credit. So this one. So after this, here the sum, all the situation is over. Again you have to do the same procedure we did in our last sum, that is in 7 sum. Starting point, here the starting point is bank overdraft as per cash book. That's why credit. Okay, now as per cash book what is there? So you can say that now as per passbook, the last line is as per cash book, that's why here we have to write down as per passbook. So if the difference, now make the total on both the side. If the total on the debit side is higher, then write down on the credit side. Then find out the difference, and that is credit side difference. That's why if first the credit difference is there, then you can say bank balance as per passbook. And if the credit side total is higher, and here you have to find out the difference on the debit side, that's why as per passbook as it is. Because the starting point is as per cash book, that's why ending point is as per passbook. If the debit side difference is there, then you have to write down bank overdraft. Okay, so here your sum number 7 and 8 of exercise I already fully explained you. Here now you just have to write down with the regular whatever we are recording the same sum, that on that manner you have to record the full sum in your exercise book. Okay, now the illustration number 8, the last illustration of this chapter, we are doing that particular sum now on the board. Illustration number 7 is over. Now the 8th illustration. First of all, I am reading that illustration. From the following information, prepare a bank reconciliation statement of Parth as on 31st December 2017. Illustration number 8. Bank date, particulars, date not, serial number, sorry, particulars, then debit amount and the credit amount. Now see what is the starting point of the sum. First, see the starting point of the sum is not given here. Check of rupees 30,000 is deposited but not credited by bank. The situation is directly given. So first of all, we have to see the at the end of the sum, whatever the opening here, the starting of the sum is not given. Here we can't do the sum. Okay, so in the beginning, if the starting of the sum is not given, we have to see at the end of the sum But what is the starting point? We have to write down that first. Then we have to write down all the situations. So see the last line. Passbook of Parth. After the 12th situation, last line of the sum, I am reading that. Passbook of Parth shows overdraft of rupees 2000 on 31st/12/2017. So here that is the starting point of sum. Here in this sum the twist is there. Starting point is not given in the starting. Starting point is given at the end of the sum. If you are directly start the situations and then write down these, then you are doing wrong. Okay? So first of all, the starting point of the sum is bank overdraft as per passbook. Bank overdraft as per passbook, that is debit. Bank OD as per passbook, that is debit balance. Bank balance as per passbook, that is credit balance. And the amount is 2000. So write down on the debit side 2000 rupees. First of all, this is the starting point. See, if you are writing directly first point and not writing this point, bank overdraft as per passbook, bank overdraft as per cash book, or bank balance as per passbook, or bank balance as per cash book, then see, this is not a correct sum and you will not get the full marks. Okay, so please, if the starting point is not given, then find out at which point the starting point is given, and you have to write down first starting point in the sum and then write down all the situations given here in the question. Now the first situation, see that check of rupees 30,000 is deposited but not credited by bank. Simple check rule. Now rule is by heart by you. Check deposited but not credited by bank. So DC amount is 30,000, credit side. Second situation, check of rupees 15,000 issued but not presented. Easy ID. Checks of rupees, check issued but not presented in bank, that is 15,000. DC ID. Now the third situation, check of rupees 20,000 received and recorded in the cash book but not deposited with bank. Again, check received but not deposited into the bank, or recorded in the cash book but not recorded in the bank, or not deposited in the bank. So check received but not deposited in the bank. Just like this, DC. Check received but not deposited in the bank. Again DC. So 20,000 on the credit side. Fourth point, check deposited with bank is dishonored. Dishonored is always credited, right? Which is not recorded in the cash book, 2,400. Check deposited with bank, dishonored, not recorded in cash book. Check deposited is dishonored and not recorded in cash book. Right? So here deposit dishonored always credit. That's why credit 2,400. Dishonored word is there, always credited. Okay. So credit side 2,400. Now the fifth situation. Interest on investment collected by bank. Interest on investment collected. Whatever amount collected by the bank is credited by bank, and whatever amount paid by the bank, that is debited by bank in our bank account. But we have to do what? We have to do the reverse in VRS. Here bank interest on investment, bank collected by the bank, and that's why bank is credit that amount, and here we have to debit it, which is not recorded in the cash book. That's why we have to debit it. Interest on investment collected by the bank but not recorded in cash book. Bank always credited, that's why we have to debit it. What is the amount on fifth point? 700. Sixth point. Demat charges paid by bank. Any charges paid by bank, bank is debited. We have to credit it as per the instruction of part 400, which is not recorded in the cash book. That is demat charges paid by bank not recorded in cash book. Demat charges paid by bank but not recorded in cash book. Bank debit that charges, we have to credit it. The amount is 400. 7th point. Cash purchase recorded on the payment side of the cash book is bank column. Cash purchase. See, the new situation is here. Cash purchase record in the cash column of the cash book. If you know the cash book chapter, then here the situation you can understand. If you don't know the cash book chapter, then you cannot understand this situation. Here cash purchase always recorded in the cash column, not in the bank column. But by mistake, here cash purchase is recorded on the payment side, that is on the credit side of the bank column. So this mistake done by the trader, here not recorded at all, not recorded in the cash book, not record in the cash book, as well as not record in the passbook, because this is not a bank transaction. This one is the cash transaction, right? So cash transactions always recorded in cash account, not in the bank account. But by mistake, trader record that particular cash purchase in the bank column of the cash book, that is in the bank account, right? So here on the payment side, mistake is done. That is on the credit side, mistake is done. So do the reverse only. We have to just debit it. Okay. The 7th point. Here cash purchase recorded on the payment side of the cash book in bank column. 7th point. Payment side, that is credit side, recorded by mistake, so do the reverse. That's why debit it. Debit the amount. Amount is 5,000. So debit 5,000 rupees. Right? Now the 8th point. Check drawn, that is issued but not given to the creditor 7,000. ID. Check issued but not presented. ID, that is debited. 8th point. Check issued or drawn but not given to creditor. ID, that is debit. Amount is 7,000 rupees. Ninth point, check issued by Parth out of his personal account which is debited by the bank in the accounts of business 8100. By mistake, bank, here what is the mistake is done by the bank? Here mistake is done by the owner or trader. That is, cash purchase is recorded in the bank column of the cash book. That is mistake done by the trader. Here he don't have to record that in the bank column. The mistake done is by the trader. That's why here do the reverse only. Whatever mistake done by whatever the person, here you have to just do the reverse, because it is the wrong one. Here mistake is done by the trader. Here in this situation, in the situation number 9, mistake is done by the bank. Parth, that is owner, issued the particular check from his personal account, and bank debit that particular or issued that particular check from the bank business account, right? So here business account, bank is debited that amount. That's why here just we have to credit it, just do reverse. So we have to credit that 8100 and write down check issued from the personal account which is debited by the bank accounts of the business. So bank debit it, we have to credit it. Bank debit that particular in our business account, that's why we have to credit 8100. 10th point. Payment side of the bank column is cash book overcast. Again, overcast, opposite side. Payment side, that is credit side, opposite side, that is debit. So here debit side rupees 900. Payment side, that is debit side, is overcast in cash book. So payment side, that is debit, debit side overcast, that is credit, credit 900 rupees. Sorry, payment side, that is credit side, that's why payment side, that is credit side, so credit side, that's why here we have to debit it, overcast, that is debit. 11th point, check of rupees 2700 is dishonored on technical ground. Dishonored check is not recorded in cash book. So here check is dishonored, right? So bank is debit, but issued check dishonored. I told you that whenever the word dishonored is there, you just have to think that you have to credit it, but it is the check which are deposited. Here issued check, the twist is there, drawn, word is there, check drawn, and it is here not recorded in the bank, because check drawn 2700 is dishonored on technical ground. Technical issues is there, that's why it is dishonored, and that's why we are recording that particular DCID. Okay, so here check issued but not recorded on the basis of the some technical ground, to some technical fault. Here it is not presented into the bank, and that's why DCID rule is applied here. ID means issued check debited. Okay, so here check drawn is dishonored on the technical ground, dishonored check is not recorded in cash book. Dishonored is not recorded. See, issued check is recorded, but dishonored is not recorded in the cash book, so we have to record here. Check issue oblique drawn is dishonored on technical ground, which is not recorded in cash book. So bank, here check issued is not presented in short. Disordered means what? Check issued not presented or not debited by the bank. That's why DCID. ID, that means debit. So here debit it, 2700 debit. .12. Interest credited by bank 500 and commission debited by bank 100 not recorded in the cash book. Two different entries. One bank credited, that's why we have to debit it. One bank debited, that's why we have to credit it. So write down 2 points. Interest credited by bank not recorded in cash book. Interest credited by bank not recorded in cash book. So debit it. Debit the amount is 500 and bank charges debited by bank 100 rupees. But not recorded in cash book. Bank debited, that's why we have to credit it. So here the total we have to do see which side total is higher first of all. Then here the starting point is as per passbook. So here the ending point is as per cash book. See the total 15,572. Okay, here only 30 and 20. So two big amount are there. That's why we can say that credit side total is higher. So 30 plus 20, 50. 50,000 plus 2,400 plus 400 plus 8,100 and plus 100. So the total is 61,000. And we have to record that 61,000 on the credit side, debit side also. Now subtract all this amount from this. 2,000 minus 15,000 minus 700 minus 5,000 minus 7,000 minus 900 minus 2,700 minus 500. So 27,200. Now this one on which side? Debit side. As per cash book, debit. That means bank balance. So here write down that bank balance as per cash book 27,200. See again I told you the whatever the starting point as per passbook, the ending point is as per cash book, right? Here difference on which side? Find out that highest side total is credit side, so difference is found out on the debit side. So here we are writing out debit. So debit as per cash book, that is bank balance. That's why bank balance as per cash book is 27,200. Okay. So here your sum is over. Please write down this sum. And here see that I told you that all the next topics, that is topic number 9, 10, both the topics as well as the illustration number 9, 10, 11, 12. All the topics are cancelled by the government for this COVID-19 syllabus, this year syllabus. That's why we are not doing that particular sums in our these video lectures. We are doing that particular sums or this remaining points of all the syllabus is in our regular class. Okay. So here in the exercise also the last sum is ninth one. Ninth one is the last sum. See 1 minute for that. Yes, your homework is only the ninth sum, and this one is just like illustration number 8. So please do this sum by yourself. Now you can do, because this is all the situation. See, starting point, again the starting point is not given in this sum. In the ninth point exercise sum number 9, the starting point is given at the end of the sum. So please, you have to write down that particular end is our starting. That's why I write down that particular end in this point here. So that is our starting, and then please make all the situations just like this. This is just like illustration number 8. This is sum number 9. So please do this sum by yourself in your exercise book. That means here in your example book you have to do 1 to 8 examples. In your exercise book you have to do 1 to 9 exercise sum. All the 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, all the sums are now not in your syllabus. That's why please ignore that. So here that we are not discussing here, that we will discuss in our regular session. So here we can say that your syllabus for the second term is over here. Second term syllabus is up to first part, and first part already 1 to 11 all the chapters. First part is over here. Okay, now you have any doubts, then please ask me in our regular session. We are discussing all your doubts, all the chapters doubts in our regular session. And here we complete first part of accounts, all the syllabus of second term as well as this lecture. This lecture is completed here. So thank you class. Have a nice day. Bye bye.